So I'm just doing some work on the headlights here on these Spyder headlights that I put in about a year or so ago. Got a video on how I installed these lights. I'll try to link it in the description below, but if not, just search back through my channel. I've got a playlist for automotive work. You'll find it in there if you just search Spyder. Anyway, real simple how these things go in. There's two screws in the bottom, down thereabouts. Some of that's my bulb, but there's two screws in the bottom, and there's two clips on the top. So I've already pulled those out. So pull the headlight out, and I've actually already done some work to pull the bulbs out. I have put off changing out my headlight bulb. I had a bulb out for, oops, speaking of bulbs going out, I can't get this full headlight to stay on. I had it was my outside, it was my parking light bulb went out. And so it was for the auto running headlight, so it was always on. So I could never hide it. Like, I couldn't just turn my headlights off and ignore the fact that I have a bulb out. It was always on, glaring in my face, but I ignored it because I didn't know what bulbs these were. You can't obviously go to the auto parts store and say, hey, I need a headlight bulb for a 99 F350 because they're not factory. Finally got around to doing it. I was nervous to try it, but it was super easy to pull these things apart. So if you guys, when you look, if you have these same headlights, when you pull it out, you're going to see this rubber booty just like this. And you think, well, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? Real easy. Pulls out, not hard. Pulls out, and then the bulb is just set right down inside there. This little retainer clip, you can see, it's kind of got a little spring to it, so it clips in behind that metal right there. So that's all that holds the bulb in, and you pull the bulb out, disconnect the wire. Here is the bulb for the high beam, low beam. And looking at it, that filament there looks fine, but I think it should be a dual filament. So anyway, yeah, I was ignoring the park light being out, and then coming home last night, I noticed my reflection in the truck in front of me, and I realized I have no low beam headlights at all. My low beams on both sides aren't working. So you know, these aftermarket lights, I mean, I guess as far as what they are, they lasted me a year. I don't know how long those bulbs are supposed to last, but I'm going to take this opportunity to upgrade my bulbs anyway. So I had no low beams, which this is your low beam and high beam here, and that's the one I said, to me it looks fine. My high beams are still working, but I had no low beams. Now this is the one that was out. Poof, that sucker's toasted. So anyway, I'm going to take these to the auto store and see what lights they are, see what's compatible, see what's brighter, get my new headlights. I should be able to remember pretty easy which one's which, because I remember this is high-low, because it doesn't look that bad, and this one is the park light that's totally toasted. Park and running lights, that's what it was, totally toasted. So anyway, yes, and while I'm there, I got to get a new alternator, because my alternator also decided to shit the bed today. That's the side point. I'm going to try to upgrade my lights, and yeah, get them changed out. So these bulbs, I don't know how you tell what they are. These are what was in there. This says it's a, ooh, if I can get a non-glare. What's that say? AU-, there we go. AU-LITE, maybe that's Autolite brand. I don't know if that's an M or an H. I think H1, 12 volt, 55 watt is how that reads to me. Those are what's in there from Spyder. I don't know what's compatible with that, but hopefully if I tell you guys what's in there, you can research yourself. I had a guy comment on my channel on the install of the lights. He sent me an Amazon link to some bulbs that he upgraded to, some brighter bulbs. But he upgraded his high beam, low beam, and at the time that I was looking, only my park light was what was out. So I never did do that exchange back then. So I'm going to go see what I can get today that's at least compatible, but hopefully brighter, and we'll let you know. But mostly I just want to show you, I may not make the video here at the end on the reinstall, but super easy. Just going to plug your wire back in here on the booty. Plug your wire back in, slide it back in, put your clip in, done. Put your headlight back in. So probably not going to make a video on that, but I did want to show this, like I said, because I could not find any information through Spyder's website. I couldn't find anything that said what bulbs these were. So hopefully someone else is out there looking to find this and it'll help you. Okay, so I will show you here. These are the new bulbs that I'm going back with. These are the Sylvania Silver Star Ultra. According to the guy at O'Reilly's, this was the best upgrade you could get. This is the brightest you could get. I'm not sure what color it's supposed to be or whatever, but hopefully it's brighter and it's better than the ones that were in there, because I wasn't very impressed by them for being aftermarket, what were supposed to be aftermarket upgrade headlights in the first place. Maybe it was just you know, upfitting for the aftermarket cool look, and the bulbs that were pretty cheap. But Anyway, interestingly enough, I didn't mention this in the first video, but the two bulbs that I showed you guys, one was the park marker and the other one was the high beam, low beam. But when you look at these bulbs, they're not a dual filament. And I'm no, like I say, headlight expert, so I guess they must be controlled just through how much power is delivered to them on how bright they burn. Because the park markers are, you know, notably not as bright as the high beam, low beam, and obviously for good reason. So I guess they're all controlled by how much voltage or how much amperage is delivered to them through the wires, which this headlight has these controllers on the back of it. To some extent, the wires, some of them, these are like direct wired. I guess actually the only controller is just for the halos, so maybe the actual headlights are direct wired. So maybe it's controlled through the factory switch. I don't know. Hopefully that's not the problem with my low beams being completely not working. Hopefully, you know, my headlight switch or something isn't bad, because I've also changed it out lately. Well, a few months ago, but anyway. Hopefully there's not some weird issue with my computer controller or something that's making my low beams not work. Hopefully it really is just some weird issue with the bulb. I don't know. We'll just have to see. But anyway, let's get these puppies popped in and swapped out and see how things look.